I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on.
Hi everyone, so today I'm going to explain some features of PvPoke. So here's the website, you might recognize it. The battle tab is where I'm going to be going. This is the desktop version, it might look different on mobile. So if we go into battle, you'll recognize this. You search the name, you put in Pokemon you want on the left and the right, and then it does a battle. In the center, single battle. You might be familiar with multi-battle. You go in here, put your Pokemon in, and it'll give it results. Maybe Swampert, it'll show the results here after I click battle against everything possible. So the graph with all the wins and losses, and then have this view of everything, which doesn't really tell us that much because a lot of these Pokemon we're not even going to face. So even more useful tool is the Matrix tool. So if you go in here, we put our Swampert, add it, and then we add another Swampert with a different IV. So someone in the Discord asked me to put a 7 attack Swampert and a 14 defense, and I couldn't remember the HP, so I just left it as 11. Alright, so that's set, and add it. I'm going to go back to the other one. I'm actually going to set it as a rank 1, so you go down and press maximize. Alright, then over here, there's a little drop down. I press the Great League Meta, and that'll make a list of 50 Pokemon. All that are considered meta you're likely to see, and if there's anything not there, you can add a Pokemon. And this is with the one shield scenario, and I'm going to set this to rank 1, so it's the best possible stat product. So here we have the comparison. On the top would be the 0 attack, the rank 1, and on the bottom with the 7 attack example that I was asked to do. And these numbers, they're battle ratings, so anything over 500 is a win, and those are demonstrated with colors as well, so anything like blue to purple, pink is a loss. Anything blue to light blue is a win. And I'm looking here for something where the matchup switches because of the IVs, and here's a good example with the 11 Marowak. So if you want to look at why the matchup is different, you can click on this little star thing, and I'll pull it up here. It's going to take a second. Alright, so here's our matchup. If we scroll to the bottom, it'll show how it plays out. So if we see, we get to 1 Hydro Cannon, gets shielded, a Bone Club shielded, and then a second Hydro Cannon. And after the second Hydro Cannon, there's about 8 HP left. So we'll go look at the other scenario with lower attack, and wait for it to load, and what happens here, you see the difference is that the Marowak actually gets to shoot a Shadow Ball as well after the second Hydro Cannon. So this is probably due to the damage of the attacks. So you see here it has 1 HP left, and that's why it's able to throw the Shadow Ball. And so it's a 13 turn difference to flip the matchup. And if I go back to the other one, here it loads, and alright, so you'll see here at the end, right? It doesn't get to throw that Shadow Ball. It has the energy for it, but doesn't get to throw it because of the duration for the turn on Fire Spin to get the energy. So it actually gets knocked out by the Mud Shot first. You see there it's at 0 HP. And this it's a 20 turn to flip, so it's 20 plus turns actually, doesn't even show more than that. And the next example I'm going to show you would be the Swampert mirror, which is where the IVs, although you want the rank 1, it's important to realize that with 0 attack, you tie because of this, what they call charge move priority. So charge move priority is decided by whoever has higher attack. So with an attack weighted Swampert, you get 123.5, and with the max stat product, you get 121. So the one on the left obviously has more attack, and you'll win the charge move priority. So what rank 1 does is it gives you more defense and HP. And I'll show you this in a second. So you see here, they both get to move at the same time, but the top rack is on the left and the bottom one's on the right. So the top one has charge move priority because it has higher attack. So they'll hit it at the same time, they'll both throw, and then the second one, you see the HP after, you see they're farming down, they get here at the same time, both of one move. The HP is 25 here for the rank 1, and 22 for the attack weighted. But because the attack weighted wins charge move priority, it gets to fire off first, and it wins the matchup. And this is dictated by, like, this can be flipped with one turn, so on a switch in, your rank 1 can actually win because it'll have more energy. And now there's one more thing I want to show you. I'm going to take you back to here, so look at more, just scrolling through if there's any matchups you want to see. And then back to the start, and so there's also breakpoints and bulk points. So those aren't that important, but the attack tab can show you who wins charge move priority. So I'm going to remove the Swampert. I'm going to add a team, say Skarmory and Meganium. That's a fairly common team. And what we're going to look at is, so this gives you this. I play my GBL sets with this open, so it gives you the battle rating of your 3 Pokemon against every single member of the meta. So in a Clefable matchup, obviously Skarmory wins the easiest, but if you're leading Swampert, you'll actually want to leave it in because as soon as you switch in Skarmory, they'll switch in something that kills your Skarmory. So it's actually better to stay in with your Swampert. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.